to the 2020 Pep Rally. Let me hear the crowd. Let me hear the crowd. Woo! And now, let's give it up to the cheerleaders.
In a unique circumstance, we put together a house competition that we could never do in a real pep rally for a first time ever house competition scavenger hunt. So we put together the highest scoring house members together on a team for House Bellator, Ignis, Magnitudo, and Monticola to compete in a competition today. Now there'll be two parts to it, but I'm gonna go ahead and send it to Mrs. Coach Branch in the booth to give you guys some updates. Happy to be here in the booth to give you guys a play-by-play up-to-date on what is going on with our house scavenger hunt. Looks like the contestants are off to a great start. Their very first task is to assemble a puzzle of their house crest. Once they get the house crest assembled, they will then be given instructions on where they go next in the building. It looks like we're starting off in the gym, and it looks like you got Magnitudo finishing first, and they are headed off to their next clue.
Introducing cross country Coach Funstock.
So as a first-time coach, tackling cross-country was a bit intimidating, but I was super proud of the team that we put together. The girls were phenomenal from the get-go. They were always my leaders in everything that we did, and the boys showed huge growth throughout the season. We had a very short season. It was only 3 meets, but even through that, we were able to see some PRs from Gabby, Colton, Haley, Addison Burnett, and all of our 6th graders really showed up and showed out every single meet. Super proud of them and can't wait to watch them grow. I'll just go through the list of our rosters. Addison Burnett, Emma Mathis, Gabby Ware, Alina Rios, Isabella Mortensen, Kate Vineyard, Braden Grigsby, Logan Brock, Aaron Napoli, Fabian Burek, and Noah Singleton. And then for our 8th graders, Haley Hurd, Brianna Childress, Martin Hine, Colton Ratliff, and Skylar Bruton. I'm super proud of this team. Hope to see big things out of the 8th graders as they move to high school and that they continue to run.
Nothing works, you feel surrounded. Gotta give your feet some gravity to get you grounded. Keep good things inside your ears just like the waves and sound it. And just say whatever, cause there is...
We have a lot to update you on, but we'll keep it brief to get you right back to that pep rally. Magnitudo found the math problem first in the band room, followed by Monticola, who finished quickly and got started on their math. Bellator finished third and headed right to the band room, where they encountered the math problem that was created by Dr. Anders. Ignis finished last and came into the band room literally just as Monticola was leaving because they finished.
And now we have another performance by our Aaron Cone cheerleaders. And now for the volleyball team with Coach Lynn.
Congratulations, volleyball girls. We had an amazing season. As you know, it was short and sweet. However, we built such great fundamentals and so many things that I'm looking forward to as you progress to high school. So we want to give a major shout out to all of our ladies on the team. Our 8th graders are Kenna McCoy, Abby Lavelle, Maya Shemensky, Captain, Sydney Foster, Captain, Cecilia Hunter, Riley Cassidy, Peyton Murray, Co-Captain, Sydney Hicks, Sydney Malone, 7th grader, and lastly, our only 6th grader this year, McKenna Brunet. Thank you so much, ladies, and I'll see you, some of you, next year. Good luck.
Now let's go ahead and update you on the current house competition. Montecola took a heavy lead, finishing their math equation in lightning speed, faster than anybody else in the competition. Then they had to write down their 3 core house values, which they did in record time. Back in the band room, the other houses were struggling to figure out exactly how many tacos and how many burritos Dr. Anders' third period would be purchasing her. As they mathed their little hearts out, Montecola quickly finished the challenge in front of them and moved to the very last section of the competition.
And now, for our cheerleaders!
Team IUCA down, touchdown! Team IUCA down, touchdown! Let's go! 1, 2, 3.
Now introducing the cheerleading squad, coached by Coach Cook.
Our 8th grade cheerleaders are Jabria Brown, Ariana Clark, Kylie Miner, Sally Myers, and Carolina Thompson.
Let's get a little bit rowdy, let's get a little bit rowdy, let's get a little bit rowdy, R-O-W-D-Y.
Our cheerleaders had the best halftime routine in Muskogee County this year, so check it out.
Things are not looking good for our competitors still in the band room. Things have turned bleak for those that cannot quite figure out exactly how many tacos and how many burritos Dr. Anders' third period class will be purchasing her. Now, while some of the groups did still continue to struggle with this math, House Magnitudo ended up solving the problem and moving on to Mrs. Coach Branch's next room, where they could not quite figure out what the last core value was for their house. Bellator ended up showing up at some point, and they too struggled to find the very last core value. Easy for honesty, compassion, but what's that last little one? Ignis guessed a bunch of different stuff for that last core value. Exchanging unknown glances, they could not quite figure out that the last core value was actually service. Then Magnitudo, with lightning speed, sprinted out of the classroom into the gym to end up being in second. Ignis finished in third, and Bellator finished last. With the first leg of the competition done, we can now see how many points each house has earned.
All right, and our last sport for this pep rally of 2020, we got the football team.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Well, the party was nice, the party was pumping,
Hey, yeah.
and everybody having a ball. Until the fellas started in calling.
Hey Bulldogs, it's Coach Thompson coming here to you for the 2020 football season that we just completed as the first year undefeated. We scored 175 points to our opponent 0. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Today I'm going to read off an 8th grader's names. We got offensive lineman, defensive lineman, running back, long snapper, Ty Bias. Next player we got Will Carroll, offensive lineman, defensive lineman. Next player we got our kicker and defensive end, Ryan Collins. Next we got our linebacker and our outstanding receiver, great blocker and catcher, Nick Faison. Next we got our QB1, Carter Frybird, throwing all the bombs every first play of the game. Next, we got our leading touchdown scorer, fastest man on the team, Colin Freiberg. Next, we got a real swifty guy, keeps his head on the swivel, knows how to make moves and make the first man miss, Michael Gilchrist. Next, we got the man with the red hair, but he's been green, our cornerback and our receiver. Next, we got our outside linebacker and tight end, Jaden Harper. We got our defensive end, who probably one of the most improved this year, first time playing football, Aiden Jones. After that, we got the man of the year, Junior Joseph Jr. Tried out every year, made the team, big contributor this year. You know, he stood out a lot. Next, we got another first-time player, our wide receiver, defensive back, Demarion Lee. After that, we got our head hunter, our linebacker, and our fullback, Kevin Logan, aka KJ. What's up, KJ? Next, we got our onside kicker and our field goal kicker, Will Mason, did an awesome job this year. After that, we got our center and our defensive tackle, big sack taker, Adrian Mayweather. After that, we got our defensive tackle, offensive guard, Curtis Prock. New guy this year, transferred, came in, played offensive line and defensive line, Cy Sanders. After that, we got a 3-year player, played defensive end, got to run the ball one time this year, and he played some offensive line, Michael Watson. Old man Michael, I see you. Next, we got the big guy, Terry. Terry played last year and this year on the offense and defensive line. Good job, Terry. And another player, last one, first time playing this year also, Jaden Witherspoon, our wide receiver and defensive back. That completes our 2020 season as we was undefeated. Thank you, Bulldogs, for your support.
So part 2 of the scavenger hunt was actually a dance competition, and I actually hear the music now. Let's go take a look at the feed. Ah, yes, they are dancing to a PE favorite, the slap leather, and some houses brought some extreme enthusiasm to the competition, while others just wanted to be in rhythm and in sync, which you can't fault them for their technicality. Some houses couldn't quite get it together, but I think we all know who the star of the show was.